Hi Zesties. Okay, well, today I'm eating brisket cornbread and fried shrimp. The cornbread and fried shrimp were made by me. Brisket was made by a friend. And I think I'm going to do a story time of a bad experience I had today with the therapist. And you know what? I can't believe that I'm saying this because I usually fry everything too hard. But some of these shrimp I didn't fry hard enough today. Sure good though. Take a bite. So, to be honest, I'm very skeptical of therapy. I can't believe how good I did the cornbread this time. I mean, it's crazy. So anyway, I'm very skeptical of therapy because I don't know, I feel like usually it's just BS. You know, like usually, like almost every time I've met with a therapist, they just, I don't know, I just don't like it. I don't really know how to describe it. There's a reason why I don't like it, but I can't quite describe it. But anyway, I was like, whatever, I'm going to see a therapist because I have this hip problem. If you follow me, you know that. And, my cooking is so freaking good. I'm going to miss Winn-Dixie. I don't even know how I'm going to be cooking when Winn-Dixie's gone. But anyway, back to the point. So, my hip problem and my finger or hand has really negatively affected me. I mean, it's destroyed my life. Like, hey, but that's the reason I do this. You guys are my midlife crisis. But anyway, let's see. This one was fried hard, and I know this one's going to be way better. Oh? Maybe not. The batter broke. Anyway. So, I saw the therapist, and the therapist was asking me about, like, you know, why I was seeing her. So I told her my whole spiel. I feel like you guys haven't gotten a good view of the brisket. So I told her my whole spiel about my physical problems and whatever. And she said something like, oh, that's so sad. You're so young and you have this hip problem and need a hip surgery. I'm like, tell me about it, right? Like, just my luck. But, I hadn't even told her about all the other stuff that is extremely heavy. Like, just trust me. If I told you, it would likely be the heaviest stuff you've ever heard before. So, she was like, oh yeah, that's so sad that you're so young and you have this hip problem and stuff. I'm like, that must be horrible. And I said, like, I don't remember exactly what I said, but I was like, oh, and you don't know anything. I haven't told you anything yet. Something like this. And then the lady was like, that's not very nice to say, or like something like that. And I didn't get it at first. Like, I didn't get what she was referencing. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was, look, that looks so good, huh, Zesties? Come on. Why can't I get it to focus? Man. Anyway. So I'm like, why, I'm like, what do you mean? She said, that wasn't very nice to say or something. I'm like, what do you mean? And she was like, you said that I don't know anything. So let's run it back if you forgot. I told her about my whole, and this was a therapy session. Like, she shouldn't have made it about her. Am I right or am I wrong? Like, so let's run this back. She asked me about why I'm there. I tell her all my problems about my physical problems. She says, that's so sad that you're dealing with this. You're so young and dealing with like this hip problem and hip surgery and whatever. And I say, oh, and you don't know anything. I haven't told you anything yet. Something like that. Like, the context was clear. It was obvious, And I wasn't thinking, oh, I need to mince my words around the therapist. You know what I mean? Like, I thought you could speak freely with the therapist, right? And then she somehow finds a way to make it about her and turn herself into the victim and say, that wasn't very nice. You said that I don't know anything or something like that. And I was like, what? But I'm therapy skeptical, and to be honest, like, the only reason I did it is because people close to me have been like bugging me to do it, because I've been extremely depressed because of my physical problems or whatever. But then when I went to the therapist, when I saw the therapist, I was like, oh, this is why I don't do the therapy thing. But am I right that that was really inappropriate? Like, even if I was saying something crazy, like, she's a therapist. Therapists talk to crazy people. So a therapist should just sit there and chill and go, yeah, right? Not be like, trying to make the session about themselves and turning themselves into the victim and all that, right? I just thought that was so crazy. See some of the batters coming off. I'm the worst chef of the universe. So now let's talk about the fact that I live in a food desert. I mean, I actually do. I actually live in a food desert. So I really wanted something else today to eat with this brisket and cornbread. So I wanted to make fried green tomatoes. But they didn't have them. And I thought, okay, I'll make fried okra. So I asked the guy working there. I guess the one that was fried hard is better. They're all really good though, but I could have fried some of them harder. Anyway, I asked the guy working there, like, makes me mad because these could have been so perfect that I just fried them a little harder. But I asked the guy working there if he had any okra, and he's like, no. And I was like, dang, and you guys are out of fried green tomatoes too. And he was like, yeah, we're closing, right? And I didn't realize that meant, oh, they're starting to liquidate now. Because they're closing at the end of August. So I was like, dang. So I got some southern stuff. Just in case it's not there next time, because it's like that time to start buying stuff. That's the hard thing about living on the beach. I have to stockpile. Like I'm living in the mountains. And now, when Winn-Dixie's gone, I won't have any grocery store. It's just so crazy to me because, I tried to stop thinking about, oh, I miss Tampa, but ooh, it's hard sometimes to not think about that. Like, I don't think there's anywhere in Tampa that there's no grocery store around. So anyway, I hope you enjoy my mukbang. My phone is about to shut you guys off, so bye.